Aaron, you've got to just remind us. You've built this business globally now. So you've got over 60, 55, 60 offices.
Yeah,
isn't it?
60 offices. Yeah.
Yeah. What are some of the challenges would you say? What advice would you give to a company that's done well in its, like, let's just say, pilot market of the UK, and now it wants to expand and grow either with VC money or its own organic growth into emerging markets? And what's the key? What are some of the challenges you faced along the way of getting your empire so global? What advice would you give to them?
Yeah, well, we're quite lucky in that a lot of our members became our partners in local markets. So they're usually successful in 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 industries or whatever already. So for us to then partner with them, they get the proposition, they've used the proposition. It was relatively straightforward. We didn't use VC, we organically grew, and we still own the company because of that. Whether that's the right decision or not is difficult to say. I don't, unfortunately, have a crystal ball. But I think that in terms of how I would, I would probably do it the same way that I did it this way, which is, in some markets you partner. I think you joint venture in markets that you think are going to be core and critical to your expansion within that territory. So, for instance, Hong Kong we own, Singapore we partnered, China we partnered. Other areas we franchised, right, because we have a centrally controlled system. So, the franchisees couldn't go far off the track even if they wanted to. We could test quality control at all times and maintain the level of and standard of service. But equally so, I know people that say, right, okay, I don't want a franchise at all, I want to build it and grow it. But then that's a much longer term, very capital intensive plan.
Interesting.
You've got to have serious money to take back a territory if it goes wrong under a franchise, but equally so, it could cost you a lot of money building something that goes nowhere.
Yeah. Have you been sort of, most firms that do exceptionally well and in a market leader position like you are would then get approached non-stop with big acquisition offers or VC offers. Yeah. Have you been tempted? Is that something you think you're...
Well, we had one this morning, and it's endless.
It's a nice position to be in. It's better to have the phone calls than not have them, presumably.
It is nice. It is nice. Some days, you wake up in London and it's raining and it's wet and you're thinking, God, all my clients are in Saint-Tropez on their yachts. Why the hell aren't I? But then I would think, well, what would I do for a living? And also, it is fun. Most of the time, it's fun. What else would you do? And if I wake up one day and I go, I would like to open a bakery, I can do it. And so that's why we've got 38 companies, because I've woken up 38 times and said, I'd like a bakery. I'm very lucky like that. And the brand is, a fabulous brand, well recognised in its segment. And the brand extensions are all additions to that brand. And we're growing. We're in the middle of looking at everything from a vodka that we're launching through to bikinis and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but all with a luxury theme.
All luxury, yeah.